What's up, class? My name is Francisco, and I'm answering some questions. So let's jump right into it. I am volunteering at Wild Horses. It's a equine therapy location. They provide therapy through horses for really anyone, but it is primarily aimed at those, or it is primarily used by those with like special needs, like autism, who are on the spectrum, things, mostly autistic children, and children with special needs. But it's available to anyone and is used by other groups as well. And so let's see, next part of the question. When I have gone to the site, I have helped kids in their rides. I've gotten the horses ready. After we do the ride and they're done for the day, desaddle them, feed them, give them water, shovel their poop, shovel their pee, which is really gross, actually. It's like, poop is fine, the pee is crazy. And anyone who works there will tell you the same thing. So that's, I don't really mind it, but it is crazy. Great. So for part 2, so reflection 2, you did some research on how it says you look, and reason. Tell us what you learned. So I learned about the lack of good care and services for children with special needs. There's a lot of them who don't get the care that they need. I think it's about 34% of them don't get the care that they need, and even more of them don't get especially good enough care, because they might be getting some care, but they're not getting the level that they need. So a lot of them will need therapies like equine therapy, which is kind of a fun way to give them a lot of the services and lessons and things that they need. It's really helpful for them, and a lot of them really enjoy it. And then, what intersectional identities are present at your site? Great. So at first I thought that this wasn't really I wasn't going to be able to answer this for my population and my community and the leaders there. But I did some thinking, and I realized that a lot of these children have multiple disabilities, and so they combine. And each one of those disabilities is really its own identity. Like for myself, like I have ADHD and I have dysgraphia, and those are kind of each identities, and they both collide and work and affect my life in the same way together, and they affect a lot of things, but they intersect together and change, and that changes even more. And so a lot of these kids will have multiple disabilities, and that they'll go together, and they're also both children, and you could say their gender, but they're also both children and disabled, which means that they're developing. They can't really help themselves, so their parents have to help them. I also think the parents having interesting intersectional identities, because they're parents, they're professionals or whatever the work they do, and their gender as well, but they're also caregivers, which is an identity itself, and that really is extremely difficult and cumbersome identity to have, and it really affects their entire life as being a caregiver, and that really intersects with who they are in every single other way of themselves. And the volunteers are also there, and the people who work there, most of them are volunteers, so they bring their own identity to they bring their own past identity, which will intersect with their caregiving identity as well. And then, so in class, we talked about practical problems that people were having, such as transportation, relating to others, and leadership challenges. For me, I don't think it was definitely a challenge, but I think everything I rose to the occasion was like just the physical aspect of it. I'm an athlete. I played sports for a long time. I'm literally at a gym right now, but I just walked outside to film this. But instead of inside, I had a really difficult time. Not really difficult, but I was definitely challenged, like physically. Like after I was exhausted, because you're putting a lot of pressure on the horses. You're to hold the kid. While you're like stumbling and bumbling everywhere, trying not to fall and just like go for holes and stuff everywhere. And then you're also, you having a lot of energy and like putting on like a professional, like caring mood and like face for them. So all that was just tiring. And I think next time I'll bring some more food and drink some more water. I think I forgot my water bottle that time. So the first time at least, I was exhausted after, like super dehydrated. And it's hot up there. It's in Valley Center. And it's really hot. Thank you very much for your time. Have a great day. Hope the sound was better this time. And have a good night. Bye. See you in class.